Yes.
Okay. So beta, in some of the questions, you may have the ETA being asked to you, like in this particular question. After you have calculated the distance, they have given you the speed of the ship also, and they want you to calculate the ETA at the destination. So in such questions, see the departing time and the arrival time. Departing time will be given to you in local time. So vessel has departed at 1500 hours on 10th of June, and this is in zone minus 9.5. And they want you to find the ETA. Now ETA is always in the local time of your destination port. So at the destination port, they see the zone time is +5. So how do we apply this? Now the best way to do this beta is forget about these plus and minus sign. Don't bother about them. You just look at the longitudes. Now your starting position is 5243 south. Longitude is 7243 west. Now longitude west, GMT best. So you convert the local time, departing time, to GMT. So convert it. Uh, Say again, beta.
Starting position.
Ask again, beta.
Starting position, sir. Starting position. 4253 south, 147 east.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I read this one. The starting position is 4253 south and 147 east. Yeah, right. So longitude east, GMT least. So that means this 9.5 hours difference which is there from the GMT is lesser. So you subtract this difference from the local time to get the GMT of departure. So you get the GMT of departure. Now, once you calculate the distance, you will be able to find out the steaming time based on your speed. So you add that steaming time to the departure time. So once you add the steaming time to your departure time, you will get the arrival time and it will be in GMT. And again, at the arrival port now, you convert the GMT to local time. How will you convert it? The difference is given as 5 hours. Forget about plus and minus here. The difference is 5 hours and you check the longitude. Now longitude of the arrival position or the destination position is 72 west. So longitude west, GMT best. So that means from the GMT, if you are converting it into local time, you will have to subtract this value to get the ETA in local time. So avoid finding the ETA using the local times of the ports. Convert it into GMT and then find the ETA. So is it getting clear in the mind, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other doubt, beta? Okay, all right. Now, beta, in this question, there was a comparison between great circle track and a composite track. So we have found out the great circle distance here, and we have found out the composite distance also here. Now, in some of the questions later on, you may also need to calculate the rump line distance between two positions. Let me see a question down below. Okay, if you see this question number 6, beta, question number 6. A vessel is to sail from so and so position to this destination. If the vessel sails rumb line, there is no current, and if she sails along the composite track, she is expected to get 1.5 knot opposing current. Find the difference in steaming time. So in this case, we will need to calculate the composite distance, and we will also need to calculate the rumb line distance. So can you tell me now, beta, how are we going to find out this rumb line distance?
मार्केटर सेलिंग सर, मार्केटर सेलिंग लगाएंगे.
वेरी गुड, मर्केटर सेलिंग बिल्कुल सही है बेटा. रंब लाइन में हमारे पास 3 types of sailing is there. One is parallel sailing when you move along the parallel of a latitude. Another is plain sailing, and the third one is Mercator sailing. So in this case, we will be using Mercator sailing. Can we use plain sailing also?
नो सर, अप टू 600 miles.
Very good, beta. Very
Distance
good.
is longer.
Very good. So we cannot use plain sailing in this case because the distance is greater than 600 miles. The Ramline distance is coming as 5000 plus miles. So plain sailing is applicable only for distances less than 600. Usually, if you get any Ramline distance calculation in the GC questions or composite questions, the distances are 1000 miles plus. GC and composite is usually not a preferred mode for shorter distances because the saving in distance is not substantial. And most of the GC track or composite tracks are running in thousands of miles. So if in any of the questions you need to find the rumb line distance between the two places, even though the distance may not be known to you initially, you should always be using the Mercator sailing. Mercator sailing is equally accurate for any amount of distance, whether less than 600 or greater than 600. Plain sailing has a restriction that it can be used only up to 600 miles. We cannot use it more than 600 miles. So what I'm going to do now is, since we are involving the concept of rumb line sailings, I will just go into refreshing up the concepts of rumb line sailing. We will see what are the formula involved in calculation of distances, and we will see both of them, the plain sailing as well as the Mercator sailing. So I'm not giving you any extra questions to do right now. I know these questions are going to take time. So we will just we will just discuss and learn to calculate the rumb line concept, which may be used in some of the questions. So it will help you out. Okay. Any more doubts before we go into it, beta? Okay.